Hi everyone, it's Sunday, December 3rd, time for another HideNet Weekend Review. I'm Vera Dordick. In the US, the hide market was pretty much the same as it has been in recent weeks. Most all steer selections are under pressure and prices are weak, if not a little bit lower. Heavy Texas steers, however, remain unchanged and they're selling for $24 to $25 for seasonal averages. Branded steer prices went down enough this week to spur some sales early in the period, but that pretty much died off by the end of the week. The lack of adequate footwear demand is really making life difficult for sellers of side-branded material. For cow sellers, on the other hand, hides keep selling at mainly steady prices, even if they have to work a little harder to make it happen. Combined export sales for the week ending November 23rd, the holiday week, were again surprisingly high at 620,600, and that's just 9% less than the previous week. Combined shipments slipped 7% lower to 554,100. Estimated slaughter for the week ending December 2nd was 18% higher than the holiday week, and the total was 635,000. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo says that the strengthening of the euro against the dollar is pushing European prices of raw hides down slightly for sales outside the EU. The market is fairly solid for cows, but for adult males, he says we have maximum uncertainty. For British sellers, the expected price drop that they were thinking was coming didn't, so current prices are the same as they were last month. At the moment, the 36 plus kilo British ox is at 85 cents sterling per kilo. And in Ireland, it's also steady at 95 cents in euros per kilo, even though a couple of contracts were closed a few cents lower at 92 cents. For European bulls, what can we say except that the pressure is still on and improvement is not likely to come really until Easter time, Andrea says. The price for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos is at €1 per kilo, and South German hide prices also remain pretty steady. European cows had consistent sales during the week and prices were stable, but again, supply is still far more than demand. And last but not least, small sizes and dairy cows are still struggling to find an outlet. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at what's going on with prices and hide management in the tanneries and slaughterhouses right now, and he runs down the prospects for January. From South America, we have our report from editor Ronald Guiel, and for 3 months now, the price of fresh hides has been unchanged at 85 cents per kilo in reals, and the reference price of TR1 is also unchanged at a stable level of 65 cents per square foot in dollars. In Argentina, prices were unchanged this week, but the new president takes office on December 10th, so some changes could arise after that. In other news from Brazil, the Brazilian industrial sectors have mobilized to overturn the veto on the tax relief bill that was going to hit those industries, including the footwear industry. Also, Minerva is expected to dominate South American beef exports in 5 years, accounting for about 50% of that market. And also in Brazil, cattle confinement is stable at 7 million head in 2023. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina's October footwear and textile production in SMEs is up by little over 20%. In Peru, Buttrich won Disney's Best Collaboration of the Year for some leather goods. And in Uruguay, the Chinese company that owns several frigorificos is going to reopen them before year's end, they say. That is all we have for this week. And until next week, good night from HideNet.